Where does God have you headed? Discovering your mission. What guides your life is something you must be considering. And why are you doing anything at all throughout your entire life, both now and in the future? How does one live their lives? Tell me where you're from. Where are you heading? Why are you even here? There are days when you just can't get enough questions answered. Your search for life's meaning can begin with a relationship with God. There is a reason God made you. If you don't know why you're here on earth, there's no point in living. The God who created the world invites you to a conversation. If you want God to answer any questions you may have, the best way to do it is to pray to Him. There is always a reason behind God's creations. There is a reason why every living thing on earth, from plants to stars to animals, is here. God does not make things happen by chance. Because God never creates anything haphazardly, anything that keeps your heart beating and lungs breathing is part of His plan for you. There is a reason He made you. Your life will be filled with joy if He pays attention to His messages. All things and everyone are being worked out by God. You must trust in Him. You will find happiness if you have faith in God. Do not forget this. God created you. God created you. Nothing will ever make sense in your life until you realize that no matter what you're going through it. If you are wondering what your purpose is in this world, think no further. Begin seeking God's guidance on this matter. Loving you is His deepest expression. You catch His eye, He is with you at all times. All these questions will be answered by Him. I do not want your sacrifices. God says in the Bible, please love me. Your offerings are not what I need. Please have faith in me. To love Him back is the most important thing you can do with your life, and I hope you know this. Leave your future in God's hands. Even if things aren't going the way you expect, know that God has a purpose for your life. That thing wasn't meant for you. If you've missed the most crucial thing in your life without a relationship with God, how could you possibly know all these things? Always find a way to connect with Him. You won't find explanations for these miracles unless you know and love God. If you're ever down in the dumps, it's because you've grown distant from God. You will not be allowed to be sad when you have overcome all of your worries. If you establish a connection with Him through your daily prayers, then it's up to God, not just you. It is your duty to take action when you are anxious. Miss out on having a Heavenly Father who showers you with love and looks after your every need. You can always count on Him to be there for you and to understand your needs. You should realize that God is more concerned about your well-being than your job, not only in your actions, but also in your future words and deeds. He's crafting a blueprint for your life, the rationale behind your failure to elevate your career to heavenly heights. Your care is not going to heaven with you. The amount of money you are making. Your character alone will be rewarded in heaven. Nothing you've done or been designated for will accompany you to paradise. No earthly possessions of yours will accompany you to paradise. The man you became and the women you began your life with are the only things that will remain after you die. One day, you were women you transformed into. Things will continue to go wrong for you unless God transforms you into someone like Jesus Christ, which is why you pray that He placed you on this earth to develop your character and spirituality. You continued by inquiring about the reason behind my misfortune, and the plan of God is the solution to all these problems. He has a plan for you, and you can't question it. You won't like Jesus if you act like him. Every single thing that Jesus endured, you will become stronger as a result of the challenges that you face in life. Stay trusting him. Jesus knew he was alone when he was with me. To that end, establish a relationship with God whenever you experience disappointment at the hands of other people. Whatever is available to assist you and see you through the tough times, do not let go of it. Allow him to discover your scheme. That won't get you into heaven because he cares more about your character than your advice. Through it all, it will be your education that will sustain you. One can be considered spoiled if they consistently receive all their wants without any obstacles. Being selfish and learning as much as possible is how you will become yourself. God has a plan. This is about more than just you. It's about developing a love for God and for one another. You are aware of these issues that you find unpleasant in your life. I intend for this to happen, my darling. Plus, there's a reason behind every challenge you face. This is all for the purpose of making you like it. There can be no personal growth if there is no challenge to overcome. If you put your faith in Jesus, he will direct your steps. A decent character will be yours. Your life has been frustrating, and God knows it. He is aware of the pain it causes. All of your sorrow is known to him. Your worst fears are nothing to him. The feeling of being alone when you lay your head on a pillow at night is nothing new to him. No one else needs to hear this from you than him. He knows that. God is fully aware of all that is happening and of you. The hidden part of your life that you are leaving behind will not catch him off guard because it is all part of God's plan for you. God knew even as you were conceived in the womb. Your name is written on your palms, and he knows your head's hands. Trust that he will grant your every prayer. Oppose his proposal. Even when you're little, he wants what's best for you and your happiness. Even though you weren't a part of that, he knows your family. Trust in him, and you will have a fulfilling life.